Hello and welcome to this episode of Aussies and Dragons. The title of this episode is Weekend at Goblins. We have three players from the Filthy Pig Tavern Discord, Dan, Spiral and Grandelz. Once again, this is sponsored by Markham 3D. Also, if you enjoy this podcast, please head over to the Aussies and Dragons YouTube channel and hit subscribe over there. Enjoy. So, whereabouts are you guys standing? Are you guys standing on the same roof, on different roofs, one's across the street?
I'd say probably all on the same roof, seeing as we got up here as a unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just a quick thing, what good language do goblins speak?
Goblin.
So it doesn't fall under giant or orcish at all?
No.
Dang.
So they can speak Common and Goblin.
They don't happen to speak Draconic.
I don't imagine they speak
do
Dwarven either.
So, as you guys are looking down the street, actually, let's do a very weak stealth check for me.
Is that disadvantage for me?
6.
10.
That's a 2 and a 13, but since I have a disadvantage, it's the 2.
Why have you got a disadvantage?
Heavy armor.
Ah. So, both Dan and Warren, you guys both are able to keep yourselves hidden. But Byron, as you look up, you're like, with your head still poking out, you're like, hey, there's 5 coming. And these 5 goblins all look up at you as you call out, pretty much.
So they haven't spotted the other 2, right?
No, they haven't seen the other 3 yet. No. So, what do you guys want to do?
I'll jump down.
Oh, the other 2, yeah, sorry. Yep.
I'll jump down so they don't spot the other, my friends here. So as soon as they see me, I jump down.
You jump down. Okay, cool. Make a acrobatics check for me.
Oh, good. 13.
You land with a bit of a thud and a bit of a roll, but you're okay.
All right.
Let's roll for initiative.
Yes.
4.
13 for me.
These are not good numbers.
I might start using my other D20.
And cool. Okay, so 2 goblins drop their money sacks and they fire arrows at you, Byron. One's a 19 and the other one's a 19 as well.
Those hit.
One of them kind of just glances you and just takes 1 point of damage, but the other one hits you a little bit harder and you take 5 points of damage. And so as these arrows hit you. Byron, what are you doing? Retaliation.
So I'll move back. How far away are they from me?
So these probably about 50 feet.
So I want to throw 1 javelin.
Yep.
At the one that hit me harder.
Yes.
That's a 17.
That's a hit.
And 9 damage.
Yep. So you've thrown the javelin fly through the sky, through the air, hit him right in the chest, knocked him back, and he's just kaput as you see kind of like the javelin go right through him.
So with my 30 feet of movement, would I be able to get to an alleyway since
Absolutely. There's like an alleyway
Okay.
5 feet away from you.
I'll get to behind the wall so they have to move up to me?
Cool. Warren, what are you going to do?
Okay. Is one of the goblin leaders among this little group?
No.
Alright, so I think it's time to just jump at one of these bastards. Try and squash him.
So they're about 50 feet away from you.
True, but I am at least 2 stories up.
You could wait, but
I could, or I could jump on one and then climb back up.
That's all.
So you're going to try and pretty much almost like run across the roofs and then just jump in the middle amongst these guys.
Effectively, yes. The intention is to land on and hopefully kill one.
Beautiful.
So,
So you've moved your 30 feet across these roofs and you've jumped off this roof and sailed in the sky. Can you do a acrobatics check for me?
acrobatics. I can do that. How does 18 plus 2 sound?
That sounds fantastic.
I am liking this where it counts.
Can you roll as you sail through the sky? What are you going to do? Feet first, arms first, head first,
Elbow drop, I think.
elbow drop. So you jump off, elbow drop. You know you're going to hit one of them. Can you roll a d10 for me?
I can indeed roll you a d10. And that is a casual 2.
And so as you've come down, you've only landed on the shoulder of one of them. And you've just done a lot of damage to his arm. Can you do another acrobatics saving throw to see if you survive safely?
Oh. How's a 16 sound?
So somehow although you've connected with the shoulder of this one little goblin, you've kind of landed on the ground, rolled, and gotten back up in one fluid motion.
Oh. Thank you,
Dan.
baby Jesus.
Okay, so we've got 4 goblins, you said.
We've got 4 remaining. One's got a little bit of damage to it, and you see that Warren is amongst the group.
Okay, 2 of the undamaged ones. I'm going to throw a chaos bolt down, and I'm going to twin spell it.
Okay.
And 16 plus 6 is 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, now let's see. This is a lot of damage that'll end up here. Okay, so that damage type. I'm going to spend an extra sorcery point to re-roll on my damage dice. Okay, that's a bit better. All right, I'm going to be hitting for psychic damage against 2 of them for 15 points of damage.
You, as you've kind of, I'm assuming you kind of pop up on top of the roof, and what do? Kind of like point at him, or just?
Both hands go together, pull this, piece of elemental chaos out of nowhere, and just flick these 2 orbs of shifting color into these goblins.
And as you see they enter the skull right between the eyes, you're pretty sure that you did hear a pop. And as they stand there motionless, you kind of see not blood coming out of their ears, but some sort of ooze. And as they stand there for a moment and drop to the ground, kaput, leaving 2 remaining goblins absolutely dumbfounded at what has just happened, because they haven't been able to see you. They both turn on you, Warren, though, as you're right next to them.
Yeah.
And we've got the first one misses. The second one is a 17.
That's going to hit me.
And then he does 6 damage with this sword. Just out of pure fear, but somehow is just able to connect you as he just slices you.
Alright, I will take all of that because I am not raging yet.
Byron, you're 55 feet away from this goblins.
Since I have one javelin left, I'll move up 30 feet.
Yep.
It should be in range, and I throw it.
Cool. Which one are you aiming for? The one that's slightly damaged or the one that's fully damaged?
Like damaged one.
Cool. Roll it. Hit for me. That's a
3.
hit.
Actual 6.
Once again, javelin sails through the sky because he's standing sideways to you. And because he's got his arm up again for another swing, you've kind of got this javelin to go under his armpit and through the body. And he kind of just takes it, and as he falls, he just kind of goes sideways just from the impact, leaving just one goblin remaining. Warren, what are you going to do?
I think it's time I put a bit of hurt on these poor goblins.
There's only one left.
So it's time to introduce him to them all.
You're going
That
to
is
take
an
the
18 to hit sound. Excellent. I like the sound of that.
What'd you roll?
18 to hit.
That hits.
Yep, and so Morin just brings them all up. And just a bit of a big old roundhouse swing right at about chest level for 13 bludgeoning.
And bang! The thing just batonks down. You pretty much nail him into the ground.
Sick.
So, Warren, you're down there. Dan, you're up top. Byron, you're about 25 feet away in the middle of the street. As you guys look down the street, you see that the big boss man can see you. He's about 70 feet away from you, and he's got his 5 goblins around him. What do you want to do?
I'm going to look up real quick to one of my spellcasting friends. And just shout, I'll trade you one of my purple potions for one of your healing.
So Dan doesn't have any.
Yeah,
And
I
he-
don't heal.
And he missed out on the sandwiches.
Can I eat the sandwiches for health?
No.
What kind of health potions do we have? Standard, D4 plus 4?
Yeah, let's go
Yes.
D4 plus 4.
Just come to me and I'll use Lay on Hands to give you 8 hit points. Give me that to have a spell slots potion.
I will definitely try and do that. Before I make the attempt to climb up there, though,
I'm down.
Is there any-
So I'm with you on the bottom, so
excellent. And I will trundle over and exchange my potion for heals.
So, last thing before we roll for initiative, Dan, what do you
Yes.
want to do?
My effective range is 60.
So, 60 feet. At the moment, you were 50 feet away from these guys, and
Okay.
then the big boss man is about 70 feet from there.
All right, so he's 130 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the only one that's got surprise because they don't know where you are.
Yeah. Okay. I can shuffle a bit closer on my roof to get him at 120 foot range. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I will throw another chaos bolt at the big guy from out of nowhere.
Yep.
And I really hope I hit him, because otherwise this will probably reveal my position. 20 to hit.
Oh, you got him.
Okay, let's see what kind of damage I get, because I don't know what kind of damage I get until after I roll my dice. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm going to once again just pull this chaotic magic out of the ether, fling it all the way into his brain, and hit him for 11 psychic damage.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
You can see that he takes it. And it's kind of like he's almost got like a ice cream headache, and he kind of like twitches his eye but refocuses and has a look around. Can I get you to do a stealth check for me to see if he sees it? Well, actually, no. You said that a ball of energy comes flying.
Yes.
How perceptive are they?
Okay, roll stealth check. Let's have a look.
12.
You are lucky enough he does not see you.
Big turtle on roof, throws ball of magic, isn't seen.
Sneaky.
Let's roll for initiative.
All right.
18.
That's an 11 for me.
No, Byron.
15. Yeah, 15. 15's okay. I can roll with 15.
Okay, let's see how these guys do.
Oh, so I'll be gone for like 1 minute. I just have to get the door. Sorry.
Yep. Okay. And we've got... Oh my goodness. 3 ones.
Ooh, that's not cool.
So they're going at the end of order.
Not cool indeed. The big boss man. Grabs his javelin and steps forward 10 feet. Actually, yes.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
He steps forward 10 feet. Byron, he saw that you were throwing javelins. You were throwing javelins? Yes, you were throwing javelins. And he goes to throw a javelin at you. For a 19.
That's it.
Javelin. You watch this javelin come at you, and it's like, surely not. And it just pegs you in the arm and just takes 6 damage. Byron, it's up to you now. What are you doing?
Well. Yep, okay. One thing to do here.
So you're about 130. No, you're 70 feet away.
I am. I will march up to where our prop goblins are.
So you're marching backwards?
Yeah, backwards just a little bit.
So
Grab one of these prop goblins, heft it up in front of me. This is a very crude makeshift shield. And then I'll spend the rest of my movement advancing on the boss and screaming, "Do you want a fucking smack?"
So you've moved back 15, come forward 15, and you're holding this goblin.
Yeah, and just shouting at him. Does he want to come and tangle with me and my friend?
Are you intimidation?
If you'll let me roll it, sure.
I'll let you roll an intimidation.
Oh dear. Uh, 13. -1.
You see some of the goblins kind of like dart their eyes amongst themselves, but the big boss he's not phased. Not one little bit.
So he does want a fucking smack. Good to know.
Man.
So we still have a couple goblins in close range, yes?
No. So these
No?
goblins for you are about 120 feet away. And they are about 10 feet behind the boss man.
What you got to remember is I'm carrying a dead goblin to one of our weekend at Bernie's goblins.
Okay. Naturally, they're outside of my useful range without spending. Yeah, screw it. I'm getting down on the ground.
So you're going to take your time climbing down?
No, because I'm dashing. So
Ooh.
I.
Do an acrobatics check for me.
Oh, that's gonna go bad. That's gonna go bad. 12 total.
You, as you're dashing down, you kind of lose your footing just a little bit, and you kind of sprain your ankle just a smidge, and you take 1 point of damage, but it doesn't really affect you that much.
Okay. So it'll be 15 feet to climb down. Yes.
Yes.
And then that'll leave me with 45 feet to move towards them.
Cool. So that'll get you about 10 feet behind Byron and Warren.
Cool. I can work with that.
The goblins, you guys, their bow.
That one?
Yep. Them come directly for you, Warren. And you take 5 points of damage as these arrows just kind of like stick into you. Sorry, those ones were 18s. The goblin up the top, the big boss man, he sends another javelin towards you, Byron. However, this one just sails just a little bit too high and kind of knocks over those 2 goblins still remaining. Byron, what are you doing?
So, first of all, as a bonus action, I will use Shield of Faith to give a +2 to armor class to sorry, I forgot the dwarf's barbarian's name.
Warren.
Warren, right. +2 to your AC. That's 1 spell slot from me gone. It's Shield of Faith, the spell.
Yep. You got that one, Warren?
And as an action, I'll drink my health potion.
Beautiful. And then we said 1d4 +4. All right. Dan, what are you doing?
So
you're 10 feet behind these guys. The big boss man is 70 feet away from you.
okay. I'm gonna move 30 feet forward.
Yep.
To get nice and close so that he sees me really big and close. And I am going to launch an acid splash at said big box man.
Yes.
Which gives him a dexterity saving throw. So DC 13.
He saves.
Okay. Double check something.
Oh, nothing. Oh, it's beyond. So this acid, you cast some sort of acid. Acid kind of goes to spritz on him, and he kind of just does this twirl as he steps around it. Dan,
Yeah.
goblins. 4 of the goblins will try and barrage you. One of them breaks their bow. And one will hit you, Dan. 15. Does that hit you, Dan?
No.
No. So this arrow comes close, but no bingo. You see from the side a lobby of arrows come through, but none of them hit these goblins. They've just come from a different part of the section, a different part of the eastern side where you guys came from. You're assuming that these are the guards now volleying at the goblins.
Goddamn useless guards.
The big boss man. Oh. How far away are you, Dan? Are you 40 or 50 feet?
40. going by the numbers again.
So Big Boss Man runs forward. He only able to move 30, but as he's running, he throws his javelin, his last remaining javelin at you. But because he's running, he's not able to get a good grip, and it sails over and past you. Byron, what are you doing? Big Boss Man is 40 feet away from you. With Dan in front of you.
Fucking
How
up.
close is Dan?
Dan is 30 feet in front of you.
Is on the way to Dan a javelin somewhere that the goblin boss threw
No.
that I could pick up?
He threw it past you.
Well, I have no javelins left, but I will move besides Dan, and as soon as any enemy gets to melee range, I will attack him.
Okay. Warren.
Alrighty. With my movement, can I reach the goblin boss, or at least my friends?
You will reach your friends with a 25. Make it 30. Yes, you reach your friends.
Beautiful. I'll reach my friends. I will spin my goblin sideways and attempt to shield all three of us somewhat with this melee little gremlin.
Dan, you've got your two friends beside you. The Big Boss Man is only 10 feet in front of you.
Okay, I use my shadow sorcerer feature, Eyes of the Dark, along with 2 sorcery points so that I can see, to shroud us in the darkness spell.
Yep.
But I can see through it normally.
Okay.
And that will catch the Big Boss Man as well.
Yep. What's the range of that?
Darkness.
Isn't it 20 feet radius? 20 foot radius?
I'm pretty sure that's correct, yes. Darkness is 15-foot radius,
Okay. Yep.
but he is within the range, so.
You've created this darkness. You're the only one that can see through it.
Yes.
You don't know what happens with the goblins. Big Boss Man is gonna just run in. No?
That is not my whole action.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's cast. No, it does use my action. So, move on.
Cool.
Ignore me.
Big Boss Man will run in, and I'm gonna say he's got disadvantage on any attack.
He is functionally blinded. So, yes.
So he is going to use his long sword, and he knows that you're about 10 feet in front of you. And only you can see this, Dan, but he takes a few steps forward and swings this giant long sword in the hope of connecting. And as he swings, he's somehow, the nerves have got the best of him, and his sword has gone flying out of his hand and clangs up against the building.
It's a flat net one, I think. The monster on the head.
Yeah.
He rushes forward with his shield out now to try and shield bash something. Oh, thank goodness.
Which will probably
not
be
able
me.
to connect to anything. Byron, what are you going to do? You can't see squat.
But I did know the goblin was. Can I hear him approach us?
You heard the sword clang against the building about 10 feet away from you. I'll tell you what, I will let you do a perception check to see if you can hear where he is.
That's only a 10.
So no, you can't hear where he is. But if you want to attack, you got disadvantage.
Yeah, well, I'll try to attack him. That's a 5. Oh no, sorry, wait. I messed up my roll. Sorry, I'm using a rolling thing. I messed up the roll.
Oh, yeah.
That's 15.
A 15, which is a miss.
Yeah.
Warren, what are you going to do? Oh, sorry. Did you want to move anywhere, Byron?
I'll stay right. I'll just stay where I am.
All right. Warren, what are you going to do, man?
I am going to drop my goblin. Partly because I need to get both hands free, and partly because I want to see this guy trip on it. And I'm going to pull out my maul and aggressively attack the darkness.
Cool.
And because I am a smart boy, I am going to do that recklessly to negate the disadvantage and make a flat roll against the darkness. And this.
Yep.
Oh dear. I feel a little bit bad having rolled a second crit because I can't confirm it.
That's fine, man. Roll your damage.
Okay. 14 and 11 for 25.
Yeah.
As I just blindly lash out into the dark.
So you've smacked him. Oh my goodness, you've smacked him, and you can hear just that roar of this beast just take that damage, and you don't know what happens.
All right, bonus action to yell, I can smell you, boy.
But Dan, you can see that Warren's just swung this maul and just fabulously connected with him amongst his ribs. Even though he's got heavy armor on, he hit him in the ribs somehow, just found some hole that's bypassed the shield and just smacked him and made him stumble a little bit. What are you going to do?
I am going to grapple him.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay, give me a second.
So that's a strength roll?
That is, yeah, I'm doing athletics, so 13.
And he can contest it with athletics or acrobatics.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So
Whether or not he has disadvantage is your
yes.
decision.
So you grapple him.
Sweet. So you guys don't have disadvantage to hit him now.
Oh dear.
He tries to break free using strength. Just 5. Hold
No.
on to him. Five.
And I have a pretty good idea roughly where he is. I'll go to smash his head.
Yep.
That's a 9.
That does not hit. Warren, what are you doing?
I think it's time to make another just regular ass swing at this poor boy.
Beautiful.
So there will be no recklessing, because I don't want to accidentally bash me friend. And 16 plus 6 for a casual 22.
That one hits.
I could love being a barbarian.
kind of connect. He will try. No, Dan, what are you doing?
I'm just maintaining this grapple. I guess I could. Actually, have I got any pure easy to cast magic? I might have something that I can really easily cast that doesn't hurt my. Just give me a second. No, I'm not going to do that. That's dumb.
Is darkness a concentration one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I can technically do this. Can I maintain my grapple and hit him with frostbite? It's a cantrip.
How do you cast frostbite?
It's verbal somatic. But I just have to be able to see them, which I can.
Yes. I'll allow it.
Okay, and because he's grappled, he can't make a dexterity save against it. So he's going to be taking 1d6 cold damage. 3.
Every little bit helps.
Every little bit helps.
He, with that cold shudder, he tries to break free from you, which will be a 15.
I get a 15 as well.
Dang it!
Before modifier.
Dang it! So you continue to have him grapple. Byron, what are you doing?
So I will go up to him and try to cut off his head.
Okay.
That's a 23 to hit.
You've hit him.
That's 5 damage.
So you've just caught the armor around his neck, so you haven't been able to get fully in, but you've cut him up a little bit. Warren, what are you doing?
He thinks it's time to probably put an end to this and bomb him again. Yeah.
I completely forgot I have Divine Smite. Oh.
We'll start to hit
Oh my god.
Will a 15 hit him?
No, it will not.
Then I have swung and menaced the cobblestones.
Hits him and just the whole armor takes him. Dan, what are you doing?
I'm just going to repeat this and re-frostbite him.
Cool. Damage.
For 1.
And he will try and break out.
16.
Dang it! How long does darkness last?
15 minutes. 10 minutes, sorry, 10 minutes. It's...
Byron, what are you doing?
So I'm really pissed off, so I will try to hit again. And I will add my what it's called, guided strike, channel divinity. That's a +10 to my roll, so it's a 17. Does a 17 hit?
It does not.
My fucking god.
Wait.
Oh no, I don't have advantage because it's darkness there. Fuck.
Warren.
Okay. Let's do a reckless one this time, just to be double safe on hitting him. And swing. And I've forgotten 16. How was 16 feeling?
Does not hit. Dan, what are you doing? You doing your cold touch, cold frostbite?
Yeah. 6.
Ooh.
Max damage.
You're the only one that can see that he's starting to feel it. He's
Yeah.
getting pretty aggressive. Far out! And he rolls a 9.
And 20 total. I'm sorry.
Byron, what do you do?
I'll try to hit him. And that's a 22 to hit.
That one
There
hits.
you go.
Alright, I will use 2 divine smite, so that's an extra on the second spell slot. I mean, so extra 3d8 damage.
Yep.
So first the normal weapon damage. That's a 9, and now the d8 damage. And an extra 18, so 9 plus 18.
It's fairly
He's
murderous.
not feeling very well at all. Warren.
Okay. Since he's still grappled, let's keep the reckless swings going, eh?
Yep.
Says wept. Is it going up by 1? How's 17?
Does not hit. Dan.
The head with one of my hands. Just like scratch him a bit.
Roll
8. Wait, yeah. Yeah. This is when he's going to break out, isn't it?
He's going to break out and just absolutely murderous.
He sure is going to break out. I'm going to be pretty peeved if you beat a nat 20.
Oh, God, I have to roll a nat 20 to beat you.
Come on, that's 20.
Do it.
No, 13.
Breaks free.
Yeah, I did kind of take a hand off it.
Does he have an action now? No, he doesn't. Does he?
No.
No, he doesn't.
Bruh.
And oh, this
No, he can't.
I think
Alright.
it's
Well, only by Dan, really.
Yeah, I'm the only one who can see him.
He stays there because he obviously can't attack.
Does he have nimble escape?
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Cool. Byron, what are you going to do?
well, now it's a disadvantage
This is
again,
now a
but I'll
disadvantage
still try to hit him. First one is a nat 20, but let's see what the second one is.
nat 22.
No, but an 18 plus 5, so 23.
Yes, that's a hit.
So I will lose my. Oh no, I don't have a spell slot left. Sorry, so I'll just normal. It's 8 damage.
And tell me, how do you feel that you've killed him?
I feel like I just slammed in his knee with my battle axe and then went for his head.
Can I get it timed so that the darkness disappears right as the other goblins see their leader dying? Like, just falling over dead? Like, use my...
Well, actually, yeah, you can see. Cool. So as you finally turn and look on of looking to
The goblins came to us.
Yeah. Looking at them, I just shout out, "Good thing you didn't shoot us again."
and you kind of give you kind of see one of them give you know, like the chin flick like dogs do. Like, yeah.
I create bonfire under him.
I feel I should stop.
He's got to give me a
you
dexterity
first,
saving throw.
though. Or actually do
Or
it.
take
Oh,
3 fire
He
damage.
saves
Yep.
it.
Okay. He managed a bit. I was just like,
You can in front of you, lying on the Warlord.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he was a big dog.
I'm actually really
messed
glad
him
that
up.
I grappled him and took him out of the fight.
Oh yeah.
That
That
poor
was a
guy, like.
good idea.
So the goblins, there are no more. You return back to the town square as you see the guards and the people are coming out. You can see that the guards have kind of already recovered. Paul and the mayor, very grateful for what you've done. This paid. And he tries to give you.
Yeah, these damn things I can carry.
And so the adventure is completed. You have successfully held back the goblin thwart. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
Thank you. That was entertaining. You also, I literally just made this character for a Adventurers Elite game on Saturday.